Welcome to Destination Virginia. Today we're at Whitner's Barbecue in Virginia Beach.
And we are serving up a heck of a show for you. I hope you have your eating pants on. Barry, I think you're gonna need a bib.
Yeah, a really big bib.
Let's eat.
Located in the Lynn Haven area of Virginia Beach, Whitner's Barbecue is a family-owned and operated restaurant, serving delicious homemade food by a friendly and dedicated staff. Known for their excellent customer service and their in-house hickory smoked meats, their food is almost entirely made from scratch on premises, including their sides, sauces, and even desserts.
When we opened up, Whitner's Barbecue was really, it was all about great food, great prices, and great service. And we worked really hard doing all the things that an entrepreneur does, trying to get a new business started. We put in all the long hours, we put in all the focus on just getting the food right, trying to, just getting the service right. What the goal was is just to be an old-fashioned barbecue place. What we're trying to do is just be a hole-in-the-wall barbecue place with authentic, real pit smoked barbecue and homemade sides. We do have barbecue covered. We have 3 different types of barbecue. We have North Carolina pulled pork, Texas sliced brisket, and we also have Kansas City burnt-ends. The recipes are tried and true, decades-old recipes, and it's authentic, it's pit smoked. That's the key right there. It's got to have a little smoke on the barbecue. When you walk through the door, you're going to receive some great barbecue. You're going to receive fast, courteous service. You're going to love it.
I can't wait to dive more into Whitner's. In fact, I even prepared for this. I got my cowboy boots on, and Barry, everything about you screams cowboy.
Well, yes, because I'm not wearing cowboy boots. And if I did, I'd probably wear a pair just like those. They look fantastic.
They're quite fancy. You can borrow these sometime if you want.
What size? Let's not get
Small.
into that right now. But I do know, I did learn that you can actually ride a horse on the beach. We're going to check it out right now, Virginia Beach horseback riding.
Chase, I am so thrilled to come out here and get to ride horses on the beach with you. This is so fantastic. And I want to know all about this great company, and I want to tell everybody how they can learn about you and come experience this.
We're not a business that you'll see off of the Atlantic Avenue Strip along the oceanfront. We're literally staged on the beach itself. This is something that anybody from the ages 6 and older is welcome to come out here and try horseback riding for the first time. No experience is required. We offer a number of different type of rides. We have what's called the 30-minute ride, the 1 hour, and a 90-minute exclusive ride. 30-minute and 1 hours are great for anybody and everybody. If you're an advanced level rider and you wish to maybe take speed at a little bit faster of a pace level, the 90-minute exclusive ride is great for that.
Chase, you hear so many stories about animals being abused these days, and I know you guys are different. Tell us, how are you different?
All my horses come from auctions where if there's nobody to buy them, the next step is essentially to be put down. And I think it's a pretty rewarding feeling to take a horse that didn't want to be touched by a human being because of how it was handled and being able to get on his back and show him the world.
I can't wait to experience this for myself, so let's go ride.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. When we get on, I'm going to give you a short lesson on how we ride. As soon as you're on, I'll get on my horse and we'll go ahead and cruise down the beach.
So I want to know about you. How did you get involved in this?
Horseback riding pretty much came from my dad. And I realized in riding horses that it was a lot more fun than I thought it was, and it just naturally became a passion and a love. Horseback riding's therapeutic. I've had blind people ride with me. I've had people who cannot walk.
What do you want your riders to experience?
I'd really like for people to realize that horseback riding is not just getting on an animal and going up and down the beach. A horse is something that you connect to very strongly. It becomes your best friend. When you ride a horse down the beach, you tend to live in the moment. You'll see that naturally all your fears and stresses, you forget that. Really, no matter where you're at, it's just a beautiful sight all in all, to be able to take an opportunity and do it as close as Virginia.
Well, that was amazing. Horseback riding on the beach. They have trails. You can even horseback on the Outer Banks, which is awesome.
Incredible. So much fun. When we get back, we're going to dive into Whitner's and really check out some of the food.
Love it.
Don't you mosey anywhere. We'll be right back.
Whitner's Barbecue in Virginia Beach is serving up genuine pit-smoked barbecue and homemade sides. Come experience their old-fashioned recipes, great music, and local art. From Carolina pulled pork to Kansas City burnt ends, Whitner's promise is that it's all good.
Destination Virginia. We are at Whitner's Barbecue, aka Land of Deliciousness. I'm gonna pop into the kitchen while Barry rounds up some information with the general manager, Chris.
Chris, first of all, I have to say it smells delicious in here.
Absolutely.
And I detect not one or two, but maybe 3 types of barbecue.
At least.
Could you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, so we do North Carolina pulled pork. That's our main seller. Nice vinegar-based sauce, a little bit of tang. We do a Texas brisket, sliced to order, super fresh, big piece of meat, like 10 pounds to put in the smoker overnight.
Right.
That pork in the brisket gets cooked overnight, every night. So always fresh. We do a Kansas City burnt end, which is a really awesome beef barbecue, cooked down, nice and crispy, but burnt just right. And then, Memphis-style ribs, some smoked turkey, which could be from anywhere, but sides from all over the country too.
Chris, how long have you guys been in business?
Just over 8 years now, 8.5 years. So we've kind of made it over that hurdle, and we're going to keep going from here.
So, Chris, you were on Guy Fieri's show.
Yeah, absolutely. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives came here. We'd only been open for a couple years at that point, but I think our customer base here in the area, they really love the homemade food. They spread the word, so Food Network came to us, and it was an amazing experience, really cool to see. And, after that, business skyrocketed.
Chris, what sets you apart from other barbecue places?
We are truly unique. When we say everything homemade, we're not lying. Gravy, sauces, rubs, they're all original recipes. The variety that you can get and that freshness, really everything is smoked, overnight, every night. So it's truly a unique and special thing.
Now, the smoker, where is it? I don't see the smoker.
Right back here in the back, we smoke in-house.
On location?
Yes, on location. Big pieces of hickory wood, so no wood chips, real deal. We'll do it right here in the kitchen. Super convenient. It's really nice.
And that smoker, you didn't get it at the corner hardware store. That's from Texas.
Yes, J&R from Texas. Awesome piece of equipment. It's been with us for 8 years now, over 8 years. So.
And it's happy here.
Yeah, it's happy here. We try to keep it happy.
I was looking at the sauces in the back over there. You're coming in, you got the big jar of sauces, and they all say Whitner's Barbecue.
Yeah.
That means they're homemade.
Absolutely, from scratch, entirely. The only thing pre-made, there might be a little bit of ketchup in there somewhere.
That sounds delicious. And not only the barbecue, but you've got desserts, you got pies, all homemade.
Our great prep cook, Steven, does homemade pie crust. So even the pies, no shortcuts. Chocolate chip cookies we try to have every day, but those start from scratch, our own cookie batter. We bake them fresh every morning, so absolutely no shortcuts here. Everything is always really from scratch, homemade.
I'm here in the heart of Whitner's Barbecue, and I think I have already gained about 2 pounds just from the smell of it. It's incredible. And the man responsible for that is Chef Steve. And you are the kitchen manager?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been with Whitner's?
I have been here since August of 2012.
And we have a beautiful example of smoked beef. What is this?
Yes, this is Boston butt. We smoke overnight. So take our homemade barbecue rub. We rub it all down every day. Put it in our smoker, let it smoke anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. Come in the morning, we pull them out, and they look just like this. This one went in around 5:30 last night,
Okay.
and then we pulled it out around 9 o'clock this morning.
And what do you use that?
We're gonna make our vinegar-style pulled pork, or North Carolina-style pulled pork. This thing is just gonna fall apart
Great.
as soon as we can put it over here.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
It is.
so-
It's already falling apart. Well, let's have at it.
Right here, we got some fat on the top. You
Oh
just
my
pull this
gosh.
right off.
How tender that is. It's
You
ridiculous.
can see how pink it is from all the smoke. And
It
then
smells amazing.
just pop the bone right out.
That is incredible. That's just falling right off the bone.
Yeah. So then sometimes we save the bones. We'll do some pork stock with them. We do some special soups, throw them in there. So we're just gonna pull some of this fat out of here.
So you just kind of go through and just yank it apart, huh?
Yeah.
That is so tender. I can't get over that. I want to see your technique here.
My technique.
Yes.
Nothing sweet about it. Just in there.
I was going to say you put some muscle into it, but you don't even have to. It's
Yeah,
just
you get
falling
some-
right apart.
Get some big hunks of meat in there. So we're just gonna pull it apart a little bit. So right here we have our North Carolina style vinegar sauce. And it's a combination of a couple things. We have white vinegar,
Mhm.
sugar, get a little sweetness in there,
Yeah.
some red pepper flakes.
I was going to
for
say,
a
I
little
thought I
heat,
saw some pepper in there.
some hot sauce in there, and then we have some barbecue rub, salt, pepper. That's pretty much it.
I like that you're just in there with your
Yeah.
hands. That's hard to believe that you just did that in 2 minutes with your hands.
Then we're gonna take a little bit of this. We got a nice roll right here,
Yum.
fresh.
And this is your coleslaw. Do you make that?
Absolutely. Take a little bit of the pork here,
So how much pork is that, would you say?
about 5 ounces.
5 ounces? And you just
Yep.
have it down. You don't have to weigh it. You just slap it on there.
Yep.
It's 5 ounces.
Our typical large sandwich in the restaurant's 5 ounces, and it's gonna come just like this.
See, 5 ounces doesn't sound like a lot, but look at that.
Yeah. We have our sweet sauce here, put on every sandwich we do in the restaurant.
You have 2 types of barbecue sauce already.
Yep. Top it with a little bit of coleslaw.
Is that a nice little crunch?
Yep. That's your barbecue sandwich.
That looks incredible. Someone would actually get their mouth around this, right? Oh my God, this is so good. It is. You guys do a tremendous catering business as well, don't you?
Absolutely.
We are going to learn a little bit more about that when we come back. But right now, I'm going to chow down.
Whitner's Barbecue in Virginia Beach is serving up genuine pit-smoked barbecue and homemade sides. Come experience their old-fashioned recipes, great music, and local art. From Carolina pulled pork to Kansas City burnt ends, Whitner's promise is that it's all good.
Hey guys, I got something really quick and easy you can do at home. Latin rub. We use it here on pork loin. It's great on pork, beef, fish. Really, really easy though. I got chili powder and cumin. Those are the main ingredients. Coriander, cinnamon, which is really the secret ingredient that makes it all work. Kosher salt, black pepper, brown sugar, and some crushed red pepper flake. At that point, you just got to mix it up with a whisk or by hand till it's well incorporated. And then at that point, it's good to go, ready to go. Whatever protein you need, probably good on vegetables too, to be honest with you. So this is super easy to make at home with ingredients already probably in your spice cabinet. But better yet, come on down to Whitner's Barbecue, try it on our Bay of Pigs Cuban sandwich, and you'll love it.
We're back and Warren is with us again. And not only can you eat in here at Whitner's Barbecue, but you also offer catering, Warren.
Yes, we do. And our 2 most popular catering packages are our what we call a regular sandwich deal and a large sandwich deal. Regular sandwich deal has 5 ounces of meat per person. Large sandwich deal has 7 ounces of meat per person.
So, Warren, for someone who's never ordered catering before, what's the best way to go about it?
Well, it really depends on the event and the appetites. But for example, the 5-ounce sandwich deal is most popular for lunch. So basically, you take a 5-ounce of meat. There you go. So basically, it's 1 sandwich per person. On the 7-ounce sandwich deal, it's usually we recommend that for dinner portion size. And just to give you a visual on that, 7 ounces of meat is a huge sandwich.
Oh my God.
Probably bigger than you would ever eat. So really, you could probably make a couple of sandwiches out of that.
Karen could eat that.
There you go.
Well, I was going to say, when you have a party, there's always that guy. He looks skinny, but he can put it away.
Yeah. Exactly.
What is the least amount of catering you would do for a group, and what's the largest?
Well, we do have 10-person minimum, and the largest we've done is 500 people.
And Warren, what are some of the questions you get when people call up to make an order?
We just did the kind of the visual showing the sandwich size, but then people are kind of curious to know if I'm ordering for 10 people or 40 people or whatever, well, how many pans of meat of that? People want to know what they're ordering. So I thought maybe we can just show them.
This looks incredible.
Thank you.
And it smells so good. So how many people will this feed?
This is an order for 40 people. It's our regular size sandwich deal for 40 people. So it's 5 ounces of meat, 40 times, 3 different meat choices, and it's 10.5 ounces of sides per person, 40 times, and that's what you get. It's a lot of food.
Well, this has been awesome, Warren. A lot of great information. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Karen, what's coming up next?
Whale. That was delicious.
Okay.
I did that on purpose. And speaking of whales and porpoises, did you know you can actually go whale watching here in Virginia Beach?
Wow.
We're going to go to Rudy Tours and check it out.
My name is Skip Feller. I run Rudy Tours, and I'm the captain of the Rudy Flipper. We're doing the whale watching tour today. The main whales that we're actually looking for are humpback whales, but we have seen some fin whales. We see some minke whales once in a while, but the humpbacks can be very acrobatic. The tail flukes, everyone loves seeing the tail flukes, and we actually have a photographer on board, Kristen, that does the narrating. Kristen or any of our other naturalists, when we actually see a whale, they will give you all kinds of information about them. If they recognize it, they'll tell you the name. We actually have a catalog down below in the cabin that people can thumb through. If we see it, she'll point it out to you. And all kinds of facts, how long they can stay under, what they eat, their migration, where they're coming, why they're here. Of course, our boat, we're standing on the upper deck now of the Rudy Flipper. So we have 2 viewing decks where you can see them. We do have a full snack bar and a full bar. You know, you can buy food, you can have a drink in the afternoon. Everybody wants to know who Rudy is, and to be honest with you, I have no idea. Rudy Inlet is a man-made inlet. It's comprised of a couple lakes, Lake Wesley and Lake Rudy. The Rudy Inlet, as little as it is unlike most other inlets because we are so close to the ocean. There's places like, you know, down in North Carolina where you ride 30, 40 minutes just to get to the inlet to go do what you're doing. And our ride is literally about 2 minutes. Actually, you'd be surprised how many people do not know, local people do not know that we have whales here. In the wintertime, there's not a lot of tourists, but we do have a lot of locals, and it's interesting to see their face when they find out that we do have whales here. We've been running our whale watching trips since 1995, and we've been running our dolphin trips since in the 70s. It's one of those things that every day is different. We deal with, of course, we deal with the public. We deal with, you know, tourists in the summertime. As far as the whales go, we have all kinds of guidelines we have to follow, and we do follow all of NOAA's guidelines. But whales, there are wild animals, and they are free to do whatever they want. So there are a lot of times where they will come see us pretty close. We do actually guarantee our whale watching and our dolphin watching. If you go on a trip and you don't see them, we'll let you go as many times as it takes for you to see them.
That was amazing. Who would have thought you can go Virginia Beach.
And it was so much fun.
And I love that there's a snack bar on board, so you can get a sandwich. You can also get an adult beverage if you'd like. So make sure you call Rudy Tours to make your reservation.
And Karen, I don't think we ordered quite enough food.
You're right.
We've had a great time here at Whitner's Barbecue. 3 kinds of barbecue, everything made from scratch, desserts, catering, and you're gonna love the old-fashioned service. And if you'd like to be featured on a future episode of Destination Virginia, give us a call.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to make Virginia your next destination. It's really good. That whale watching made me hungry. Welcome back to Destination Virginia. We are at Is he looking at Josh? Or Evan? Evan.
Evan.
You know how to hold it. I have to try to not get it all over my clothes too. That's the challenge. Yeah.
I'm sure it does. All right, I'll try not to mess up this time.
Are we good?
I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it.
Whitner's Barbecue in Virginia Beach is serving up genuine pit-smoked barbecue and homemade sides. Come experience their old-fashioned recipes, great music, and local art. From Carolina pulled pork to Kansas City burnt ends, Whitner's promise is that it's all good.